how does it work? You, with Google, you are able to show to all with Google Ads, like with the Google Search Ads, you can show your advertisement. For example, if you have a restaurant, right now here in Panama, we see here the beautiful skyline there, Panama. You see I have a restaurant in Panama, and I want if people look for, let's say it's a sushi restaurant, they have sushi. I want if people look for sushi here in Panama, location Panama, look for sushi, I want them to show you them my business. So then you go and then you advertise for this keyword, and then you pay only if somebody clicks on your ad. You pay amount for Google. For example, your ad gets shown 100 times, 7 times somebody clicks. So your ad was displayed 100 times, 7 times somebody clicked. So it was like $1 per click, for example. So you have to pay $7 to have for like the 7 people who come to your page. Yeah.
So that cost per click would go to your customer, your client. The sushi restaurant would pay for that.
The sushi would pay this directly to Google.
Okay, but the sushi restaurant would have already paid you to create that entire campaign for them.
To create a system and to build like all the stuff around it, because like if you just do it, you know, if you just make an ad like this, and it's like there's a lot of competition, because digital marketing is not new. It's like, I think like maybe 15 years, 20 years ago it was new, but like a lot of business doing it, so you need to stand out in some ways, yeah.
Yeah, for sure. What would you tell somebody in terms of their expectations with a Google Ads campaign, a business owner?
It's very dependent on the niche, on the brand, what offer. Give me more specific example, yeah.
Well, you mentioned real estate. I can only imagine real estate's very competitive as well. Personal injury lawyer is very competitive.
Yeah.
How does that? You can't work with everybody, right? Because if you have too many people competing, you're creating competition for yourself.
Yeah. But what was the question?
No, I guess the question is what are your expectations in terms of say real estate for a campaign to work? 6 months, 12 months?
No.
Or what's the process? How do you build a campaign? How do you gauge the success of a campaign?
Like in general, you have to ask you first, okay, who's your audience? Who's your audience who's like already in the stage of considering what to buy? Like you have this funnel, you know. The first stage, maybe I buy real estate. Maybe I want to buy some apartments. Let's say Miami. Like the first stage is like the first stage is okay. I need to invest something. Yeah. The second stage is okay. Which places are properties? Like which properties I can invest. The third stage is okay. I look for properties, for example, in Miami. And then the fourth stage is, okay, they're looking directly for somebody to offer this to them. And then the fifth stage is they become a lead to somebody. Mm-hmm. So the more you can now come down to the last step, to the fourth step, to where they are looking for an opportunity to buy, the less people there are, and the more valuable the person is, the lead. So but there are different processes to reach different parts of this journey. For example, like the last one, the consideration, you either reach to Google search or through remarketing. Remarketing means you already are showing somebody ad again on any kind of network who already saw your ad. And for for somebody who's not very very cold, you make a push marketing. You show him, okay, I can do this for you. I can like okay, you show them you appear in their newsfeed or in some banner ad or somewhere else.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Good. So what are some common mistakes that business owners make when they try to run Google ads themselves? It's a three-part question. What are common mistakes that they make? Two, why should they speak with a professional like yourself? And three, how do they know if the professional digital marketer they're speaking with is actually qualified and competent and not full of shit?
Well, to start with the last question, in the end, there's only one thing what counts, the result. In the end,
So there's no way to find out until you start with them and
not of course is a way, But what my approach is, what I see is if you want to build a successful marketing campaign, you need to look it as different parts and like a chain, If you have a chain, it is only as strong as the weakest part. So if you want to build a strong campaign, you have to look from the first contact till the last contact, let's say till the lead or till the close in the process of customer acquisition. So it is this part is this is what really makes the difference because of course you can over optimize and turn around everything, but I think people focus too much time on the wrong stuff to change it. Like that's why.
but in the interview phase, is there any when they're interviewing a digital marketer, is there anything business owners can look out for what a digital marketer tells them? Maybe they overpromise too much. Are there what are some red flags that they should be on the lookout for?
The numbers are they're often like people I heard this a lot I don't like to make a prognosis because of course business owners want to hear it in the end they buy from the one who makes the better prognosis but it's something hard to say and I think it's better to be able to get an honest feedback than to get overpromising numbers. But people, as well as business owners, most of them, they like more the overpromising than the reality. Nothing is. Some people value reality, like the truth, but I think would say they need to look in the system as a whole process and then clearly say, of course, the type of question a business owner asks asks the professional, like the marketer, is determine his answers. So then you need to ask, okay, how do you make it different to these people? How do you make it stand out? What is the one how you differentiate? How can you be sure that this will work? So the business people understand not the process which he's doing because obviously you can just ask ChatGPT and he will tell you a process.
Right.
But the type of question somebody asks in an interview like this will make the difference. And I'm just going to say, how do you think makes it for us possible to conquer the market? And not asking how do you do it? Because how do you do it? Everybody has an idea. But to say, wow, I have this idea, or like I know this way to make it stand out, because then if you ask these questions, then you ask this, like two different people, you get whole different answers. But if they are just showing them their process or this is what they do, it is not not specifically to you. But if they answer you this question to you, it's directly linked to your service, your product, and your solution.
Yeah. Okay. And what errors do business owners make by not consulting a professional? Do you see they're
I
wasting
think
money on Google Ads, doing the wrong things?
I see this a lot of times, and I see that they view like the one part of the customer generation system, Google Ads, they view as everything. They think, okay, I give Google this money, they need to give me this back. But Google takes your money no matter what results they create.
Right.
And because it's a machine you're working with. It's not it's a business, but it's not a machine. You just put your coins inside of a machine, and like the better you can play, the more you will win, like in a casino.
Right. Of course.
And like not like casino, but there's still better mechanisms. But yeah, you just need to see the system as a whole, and not like just one part will make it change everything. That's in 90% of the cases not the truth. Yeah. So that's what I would say is the main takeaway, to look at the whole as like this. Google is a part of the system. It's not everything.
Yeah, for sure.
And it's not every. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Anything else for advising or just sharing insights into Google and the efficacy
Yeah,
of
and
it?
like one thing else we want to mention is like the recommendations which you get from Google for your ad optimization score. Oftentimes, or most times, you click them, they will lead you to destroy your once working campaigns.